Does anything say nostalgia like GarageBand? GarageBand is a show that aired on Cartoon Network, and for some reason almost no one saw it, which makes no sense because the show is fantastic. And that is not just nostalgia, because I only saw like 8 episodes, and the ones I didn't see as a kid, well, those episodes are some of my favorites. This show is just so good, and I love to watch it, and I just want to talk about why it's so good. Okay, so GarageBand is a band of 4 people: Corey, Lainey, Kin, and Khan. They go around getting gigs and play music. One problem though, Corey can't write good songs, so they have to get his older sister Trina to do it for them, but she's rude to everybody. She also has a lackey best friend, Mina. Anyways, to get music, they have to make her feel any certain kind of emotion, usually using her love of Hunky Nick Mallory. Yes, that is his name. Where she writes her songs in is in her diary. So when she does that, they get the diary and play a song. At the end of every episode, Corey says a message they learned. And most of the time, it's just nonsense and a joke, really. And that's the end of every episode. Basically, they all have the same plot. They also have gender-swapped rivals, which is a little weird. And also, they have a rock battle with aliens. And the aliens perform by stealing the bodies of their gender swaps, but they lose. So they send a meteor to Earth. So GarageBand agrees to have a rematch with them. But Trina sabotages them. But Mina shows up to give them their instruments and puts Trina in her place. GarageBand then destroys the meteor. And at the end, it looks like Corey has decided to write his own music. And that is everything that happens in GarageBand. This show is great. Now, it is an episodic show, so it was hard to write a plot summary of it. It's much more difficult than a show that has an overarching plot. And I think that's the main problem people had with this show. When this show was airing, people wanted shows with overarching plots, like Adventure Time. So it didn't get the attention of people. But I think the characters saved the show and make it so much fun. Every character is so likable and entertaining, and it makes me want to watch more of the episodes. The show's main thing is comedy and music. Let's start with comedy. This show is very funny. Every episode has a crazy plot and it's always entertaining. But when it comes to jokes...
Our little sweetie is blossoming like, I don't know any flower names.
I think I'm gonna cry. I know you will if I get called a little sweetie again.
Looks like Nick is kinda into dating a car.
Lainey, can't you see? It's the plant, man. The plant.
This show is great when it comes to comedy and laughs and ridiculousness. The comedy in the show is just fantastic. The music in the show is very important, and the music is so good. It's so catchy, and it just sounds great. I'm surprised the music is this good. Just take a listen.
When things were getting out of hand, you called on us, the Justice Band. We entered the fray and we saved the day. And in the end, you gave us a hand. But as you stand there and applaud this super awesome hero squad, we had one last task to tear off these masks and reveal ourselves as a super fraud. 'Cause we're not heroes. We're a band in capes that wants to play for you. We must be clear. The Justice Band is just a band, it's true. We fought for right, but now the fighting's through. So give us a call and listen to our tunes. They make their sad sounds and you see their frowns. When your bubble wants to rise, they try to bring you down. No, nothing's here to stay. They say it always fades away. But if we're the latest craze, I wanna be everyone's favorite flave. This bubble don't pop. This party won't stop. If they wanna come, so frosty eyes are crying for you.
My love way too much, then we were through.
And now that you're gone, it ain't no surprise.
But I got some tears in my eyes. In these old rusty
eyes. But I'll wipe them away, I'll lift my chin high.
wipe them away, hold them high.
'Cause I'm here to stay, though you said goodbye.
You say goodbye, you say goodbye. Yeah, it's true.
These eyes are
Shining like new. A wise man once said country's either in you or it ain't. And a picket fence don't look complete without a lick of paint. But never having something's not the same as losing it. And losing things round these here parts can make some folks throw fits. Like a cow without a cowboy or a chin that's lost its cleft. I must be losing my mind, 'cause that's about all I got left.
He must be losing his mind, 'cause that's about all he's got left.
My gal, my dog, my job, my wheels, I've lost all sorts of goods. I've even dropped a bunch of crumbs and got lost in the woods. Yeah, I've lost a lot of stuff before, like my favorite guitar picks. But to lose our independence leaves me feeling pretty sick. Like a cow without a cowboy or a chin that's lost its cleft. I must be losing my mind, 'cause that's about all I got left.
He must be losing his mind, 'cause that's about all he's got left.
They're all so good, and the only reason why I showed so many is because they're all only a minute long. But if I showed every episode from the show, we'd be here all day. They're all good, and you should really listen to all of them. And with the short length, when it starts to get old, they finish, and that's what makes the songs so great. But yeah, they're fantastic. The animation of the show is well made. The art style looks like Total Drama Island, which does make sense since it was made by the same studio. The animation looks great, it's smooth, and it just looks good, and it's nice. I love how every character looks. They look sharp and all unique, but still in the same art style. And that scene from the intro looks so pretty. Okay, so Lainey has a crush on Corey, and there are funny jokes about that. And Trina is trying to get Nick Mallory to like her, and failing. It's okay. The shipping in the show is fine, and that scene where Corey and Lainey kiss was great. But with all these fantastic characters, who is my favorite character? Well, it's Lainey. I don't know why, I just think she has the best design and she is super likable. But one problem I have is, for some reason, everyone thinks Lainey is a boy, and I don't get the joke at all, and I'm just really confused with it, and it just makes no sense. And it got really annoying really fast. But other than that, she's the best character. Oh, and in that smooth scene from the intro looks so good. It's one of my favorite shots. And the studio seemed to like it too, since they've reused that shot a couple times. And I'm not complaining, it looks great. GarageBand is a great show. It does everything right. Sure, there are some problems, but they don't ruin anything. So I'm gonna give GarageBand a 8 out of 10. It's just really great, and I love this show so much. But before we wrap up, I want to give my ideas for a second season of GarageBand. I'm gonna come up with a fun story and fix the problems that the first season had. So, here's my ideas. Idea 1. Corey starts writing his own music. So, after the finale, I would really love to see Corey write his own music. And you could have something where it sucks at first, but it gets better and better and better over time. Idea 2. Stop with the Lainey is a boy joke. Okay, everyone's saying Lainey is a boy. I don't understand the joke, and it just wasn't funny, and I think it would be better if the joke ends. I don't mind if they do it off screen, it's just that joke needs to end. Idea 3. Lainey and Corey start dating. Okay, so after the gang knows she's a girl, we should have Corey and Lainey start dating. I mean, it was teased many times, so it just makes sense to do that. Idea 4. Have an overarching story. So, the show having a main plot is important, so let's have that. Since the show has had aliens last season, let's do robots this time. And they make their own music and they always win because of like a code mechanism thing. And they go to Earth to challenge the best band, GarageBand. So Corey has to get better at writing songs by getting gigs, and getting better each episode to a point where it's as good or better than Trina's diary songs. Oh, and Corey and Lainey get together. They then beat the robots and save the world. Again. That is what I think would be a pretty great ending to the show. It's the best way to wrap everything up, and I hope you like my ideas. I think they were pretty good. I think that plot would really hook people in, and you can still have episodic episodes. But just having that main plot to keep people coming back would be a pretty good idea. But even if we never get a season 2, I'm okay with that. Yes, I do have problems with the show, but it's just so much fun to watch. And I'm gonna be watching the show over and over again. But if there is a season 2, I'm there day one. That would be fantastic. But yeah, that's what I think. I'd love to hear what you guys think. That was the review, so, how do I end this? I know. Thanks for coming out, everyone!